You're all probably familiar with a lot of the typical hacks that pop up in online games. Wall hacking, aimbots, scripts, the usual cast. But have you heard about this new super hack called nuking? Well, hold the phone. It's not exactly a new hack. In fact, it appears to just be DOS attacks on servers. But it's something that recently has caught a lot of attention in the Overwatch community, as it was done to a very popular Korean streamer. And for a lot of people, this is the first time they've seen or heard of something like this, and everyone's freaking out. But don't worry, because this isn't exactly this newfangled hack of all hacks that no one's ever heard of or understands, and I'm fairly certain Blizzard will be able to deal with it, but it is important that we bring it to their attention. So as we can see in some of the gameplay here, we notice that they're playing on Dorado and they're on attack. But then all of a sudden, a lot of issues start popping up. They're unable to leave the spawn, they're starting to teleport in random locations. Basically, the match is unplayable. And this goes on for the remainder of the attacking round. But then all of a sudden, once they're on defense, the servers are miraculously working fine. So what happened here? What is the issue? Well, the effects that we're seeing are similar to that of a DOS attack, a denial of service attack. Basically, the hacker in question is hitting the server with useless packets, making the match unplayable, but for both teams. As we mentioned, people are unable to leave spawn because the game hasn't registered that the match began. Players are teleporting all over the place, which is really just the server trying to figure out what location they belong in, and a lot of the time people are just unable to move. So the way this is working is that the person doing the denial of service is hitting Blizzard servers when it works in favor for them, such as them being on defense, because they just got to stand there. The attacking team is the one responsible for capturing the point or moving the payload. So if the servers are a mess and nobody on either team can do anything, the person on the defending team is in the much more favorable position. Then when it's the hacker's time to attack, they shut it off so the servers run normally. This is also about the time where they decide to turn on their aimbots, making the match that much easier. And all they have to do is either capture the first point or move the payload a tiny amount. So while this does seem like a scary situation, number one, I want to say it doesn't appear like it's happening a lot. I haven't seen many reports of it. In fact, the only documented report that we have is from this Korean streamer. And it's important to keep in mind kind of the climate in the Overwatch community in Korea, namely that it's riddled with hacking. Before this DOS stuff started happening, this nuking as some people are calling it, aimbots just ran rampant. I saw some guesstimates of some 25% of top 500 players running aimbots on the Korean servers. And you might say, that's ridiculous. How could that happen? Doesn't Blizzard ban all of their asses? And it's true. Blizzard hands out bans. We've reported on many mass ban waves banning people for life, making it so that even when they bought multiple accounts, they were unable to play Overwatch anymore. Blizzard has been on top of banning hackers, dealing with them, and trying to push them out of the community. But you also have to realize how a lot of the time the game is played in Korea, and namely, it's at these internet cafes where users make free accounts. So even if they get banned, they just make another free account. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. And this is done because a lot of the internet cafes over there, they do little to nothing to deter cheating. And it's also my understanding that part of the reason that happens is because if myself as an internet cafe owner don't let my users use hacks and download scripts and all sorts of this stuff, then they're just going to go to another place, another establishment that does allow it to happen. And it's for these reasons, coupled with Blizzard evidently not revoking licenses of places where these hacks are popping up, that the Korean Overwatch community and a lot of gaming in Korea is just riddled with hacks. This is all my understanding from reading from an outside perspective. If people have more insight, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. So the point is, this nuking, or to put it in plain terms, this DOS attacking, it is an issue. It's something to be concerned about, but we're not seeing a ton of it yet. And it does appear like it's primarily affecting the Korean servers, which we need to, again, that's why I'm making this video. We need to raise awareness. I don't want this to happen any more than any of the other hacking that's taking place over there, or anywhere for that matter. And hopefully Blizzard addresses it. But don't don't freak out. If your friends are coming to you like, oh my god, there's this new super hack. They're hacking your computers, your IPs, they're stealing your information. That's not what happened. It's just a DOS attack. It's a pretty annoying thing to have happen, but it's just a DOS attack. You'll be fine. Fact of the matter is that when you have popular competitive online games, people are always looking to get an advantage. They're always looking to get an edge. They're always looking to cheat if possible. And whether it's wall hacks, aimbots, or nuking, DOS attacks, it's not going to make a difference. People are going to try things to get that edge, to get a higher online internet fucking rating score, to make them feel better about themselves. Ugh, God, it's a never-ending cycle, I swear. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me here today. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hope you have a good afternoon, and until next time, I'll see you later.